Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and
And
expectation.
this is now today's lineup.
Well,
Number
this really is a
5,
great venue. It adds
goalkeeper.
so much character
Number
to every game
6,
it stages.
Stevens.
This is the lineup
Number
we've been given.
24,
How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what
Pogba.
I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
The action has already started. Dunk. Hoists it forward. Silva. Gundogan. Kyle Walker. And it's Bernardo Silva. Silva. De Bruyne. Out towards the flank. Silva has a hit! Goal!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on. This could be rather exciting. Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
After 9 minutes is number 21, David Silva.
Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Burn. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva plays it forward. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Gets it upfield. De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus. And Bernardo Silva! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be outmuscled. Gundogan gets it back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Shot a goal! Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. He's gone direct. Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And he's produced a beauty.
And he's done it. It's a goal, thanks to. After 26 minutes is number 10.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, there's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
And it's Gundogan. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. It's come through. Silva. Silva! More pressure on the opposition goal.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Tries a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Bernardo Silva. Oh, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Laporte. And here's Sterling. Gabriel Jesus. Proper gets good distance on it. Gundogan. That's a good ball to find him. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Burn. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. De Bruyne. Has a go! And there is the half-time whistle. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the teams level. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game as brewed. So, once again, we're underway.
Manchester City playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Proper. Stevens.
Well, what we're seeing here is a recipe for winding up your supporters. They're over-elaborating on the ball when someone should be taking responsibility to release it forward. You can sense the frustration all around.
Forward it goes. Rodri tries to get it forward quickly. Gabriel Jesus. He's gone for it! And yes, it's there! Into the lead once more.
Manchester City are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
And bringing home the goal today is, after 56 minutes, is number 9, Gabriel Jesus.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
The attendance for this match,
Gabriel Jesus. How about a shot? Goes for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Stevens. The referee's awarded a free kick. Dunk. Gabriel Jesus. Good ball. Chance! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
The goal scorer after 67 minutes is number 7, Sterling.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Substitution on the field. Number
So the lead now is 2.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Substitutions taking place.
He's got away. Massive leap! Dunk tries to clear. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Substitution.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mahrez hurtling down that right flank.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Now the cross. De Bruyne. Driving and De Bruyne! And that would have won it.
De Bruyne just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on the field is number 30.
It's come loose.
Substitution in progress.
Foden. João Cancelo. Tries a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Dunk. Moy.
Four added minutes has been indicated.
Adrian Bernabe plotting from out on the right-hand side. And it's Cancelo. Laporte battles to win it back. Foden. João Cancelo. And there goes the final whistle. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, and a result.